live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. Look here, y'all. I just finished up this week my 12-part Panther's Rage series, giving y'all clarification about the Rose Gallery, so on and so forth. But what I want to do is I want to hit that epilogue real quick, because a lot of people are like, Panther's Rage hit a little different for me. I feel like the end wasn't the end. Like he still has some stuff to rage about. Like there were some loose ends. Well, yeah, kind of. And we're going to get into those loose ends here in a second. Now, before we get off into that, I need y'all to get into what y'all always get into and do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, you get first crack at it. Like this right here. If you dig it, if you're digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that we can grow and have a larger voice, if nothing else. All the particulars out the way. Let's do what we do. Here it is. Woo woo. Jungle Action number 18 featuring the Black Panther. Okay. What's going on there? He getting dragged across bones by leopards. Oh, here we go again. Got another uniform, or sorry, not uniform, habit. Another habit going to waste. They must have plenty of those just laying around. Madam Slay. Her name is Madam Slay. What an original name. Oh, by the way, don't let it be lost upon y'all that the cover art for this comic book is drawn by none other than the Jack Kirby. Okay, let's do it. Epilogue, of course, that is exactly what's going on. Epilogue, conclusion to Jungle Action Panther's Rage storyline. This is the epilogue to that story. Written by Don, still invited to the barbecue, McGregor, and Billy Graham, not the evangelist. T'Challa is on top of a panther head statue, busting a pose. All right, let's go. Let's go. There he is. A study in ashes and ruin. That's Wakanda, by the way. That's Wakanda, by the way. Now, that's what I like. As he's jumping down, epilogue is still in the air. Let's play a game. How many times in this comic book does the word epilogue appear prominently, in part or in entirety? He hears music. Music causes him to go into that action pose. Landing, where's that music coming from? Monica Lynn is playing the piano. He almost looked like he kind of playing the piano right there too. I like that crouched pose. I would love to have that on a shirt. Nice to hear you play again. And that's what she's doing. She's playing. And I don't know, him crouched, sitting there like that, looking at her, it's nice. It's cool looking, but it's also kind of weird. I mean, I don't know, maybe. When we're around the people we love, we allow ourselves to be a little silly, I guess. Oh, and there's Venom in chains. Even though he helped at the end of the Panther's Rage storyline, he still was working for Killmonger. So We got to get you locked up there, skeleton face. Yeah, see? Now, those of us who are angry with the John Ridley storyline and the disrespect that characters seem to heap on him, you know, there's Venom right there being disrespectful. Taku got to check him, but, you know, you're supposed to talk out of line to the king. You think Killmonger reckon this place gave you trouble? You're lucky you got them, what you call them, dinosaurs back where they come from. T'Challa ain't paying him no mind. He said, I got bigger things to worry about than dinosaurs. You know that's saying something when you got bigger things to worry about than dinosaurs reproducing and proliferating your general living area. He like, and basically that's kind of a low-key way of saying F Venom and what he talking about. I kind of get the distinct impression that Venom ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Still disrespecting. Call him George of the Jungle. Watch out for that tree. Meanwhile, Tayete and Kazibe are working with the Wonder Machines. Oh my. They working with T'Challa? Double oh my. I am glad I can free you from this chain, Horatio. We live in bondage to our past and to the demands of others. At times, it seems easier to be free of linkages of chains. Look at the way Venom is looking at Taku. Good grief, Charlie Brown. That's real cute, Taku. Didn't understand a word of it, but it's cute. Could you hold up a minute? I think I'm stuck. He's like, I am stuck. He's stuck for real. Panther Devil, tell them to stop this infernal beast. And off with his clothes. Tayete, I don't have the heart to tell you to quit calling me Panther Devil. So even back then, there were people being disrespectful to the king. That's not something new, but just widespread using it as a story arc. And if this is the general dynamic, why can't we be better and change it? There's Wakabi's children. Oh, what are we gonna do with that storyline? They standing outside the pagoda. Does that mean they about to take off? They say this isn't the cowardly way out, ending it all face to face. But I think it'd have been easier on both of us if we kept it less personal. I like that outfit on Chandra, by the way. I like that romper. She's looking African. Kabi getting left. And look at that. Wakabi got a bionic arm. Kind of like somebody else who'll be trying to hang out in Wakanda in the MCU. See, do y'all understand? Jungle action is the basis for a lot more things than what y'all think. Just saying. Get that credit where that credit's due. Meanwhile, Wakanda soldiers out. Meanwhile, leopards out. And a big bald head dude is out. The little Wakandan fellas turn around. That one seems to have yellow on his lips. I guess that means something. And they roll up on this. Oh, she takes care of her body, don't she? Again, my man, John McGrath, I'm not Billy Graham, draws the black woman's bodily dimensions wonderfully. Kudos to you, sir. And here is W'Kabi and T'Challa out in the jungle doing what they do. Chandra has left me to seek her. I think the word she uses is identity. I did not wish to bore you with it, my chieftain. It would not bore me, my friend. I sensed your agony. See, T'Challa's empathic. Like, oh, homie, I'm sorry you lost your girl, but you should have quit hating on mine. Meanwhile, there are scavengers. They call them scavengers, but they're hyenas. And rather than let the hyenas do what they do, W'Kabi's real hand separates from its wrist. Well, I'm sorry. W'Kabi's real hand separates the other from its wrist. The horror is felt only in W'Kabi's mind. So, in other words, his metallic arm got a laser in it, as we can see. And they seem to be trying to rescue some folks. But then this big giant guy rolls up and, oh my goodness, W'Kabi. Oh my goodness, what's happening? T'Challa ain't having no parts of that. He dropped that big fella. Wham! But that big fella gets up, grabs a rock, and returns the favor. T'Challa getting one-shotted a lot during this series. Look at his eye. He like, dang, that dude done socked T'Challa cross-eyed. Goodness, that looks bad. But he finally gets his bearings. And there she is. You're the one who killed my meat. And there she is in all her glory. Madam Slay. She killed those killers because they killed my man. And so she's killing everybody that has something to do with killing her man. That's Killmonger's lady. Now, that would have made a much cooler girlfriend than the one he ended up shooting in the 2018 movie. I'd have loved to see Madam Slay in a herd of leopards, and he was already he was already calling himself the Golden Jaguar in the movie. Well, at least in a cutscene he did. So what are we playing? Oh, she didn't waste no time. T'Challa, once again, getting drugged, dealing with animals again. And this time it's leopards running you. And I believe it's prey. She did. Prey, for those of you that don't remember, is the name of Killmonger's pet leopard. And they dragging him. Now, the only question I have about this right here, T'Challa's strong enough to bulldog a rhino, but can't stop leopards from dragging him. And there goes his uniform. And the hyenas are looking on like, can we eat him later? I don't know. We should be able to. And the leopards continue to run and run. And they're running towards bone. And they're running towards sharp outcroppings. And T'Challa's got to get his feet under him before he has a serious problem, which he seems to do. And rather than be tied, he's taking control of those lines. And now he's on his feet running. It shouldn't be a problem for him to run because he can reach speeds of up to what, 45 miles an hour on foot? Up and over the sharp outcropping he goes, only to land where? On the backs of the leopards. And rather than those leopards turn around and attack him, they become his steeds. And he runs them to where he wants them to go. Interesting. Right back to Madam Slay's cave. Mute, be careful, Mute. That's that big giant guy's name who doesn't speak. Mute. That's about as bad as Non in Superman. Wow. Is he grabbing his throat or is he punching his throat? I guess it doesn't really matter because he don't talk. And tosses that big fella. Now we get to see him actually using his strength. Way to go, T'Challa. Throw that big joker where he need to go. Sit down somewhere. "2 months without someone trying to humiliate me or having to humiliate another human being. It takes longer than 2 months to forgive both." Madam Slay got some sharp-ended things that she's dealing with there. Is she going to try to make a hand or a tusk at T'Challa? Egg said you were always the idealist. I still am. And she sure did. I'll tear you open, T'Challa. What? Really? Next time, Wakabi, you might want to do that just a wee bit faster before your king gets stabbed. Ooh, looky there. There's that epilogue in the sky. She falls and hits her head. Okay. Well, Wakabi wasn't trying to kill her. Don McGregor wants to make that known. He was trying to incapacitate her, which he managed to do. And we got big fella over there feeling sorry for her, as well as the leopards. Aww. Pick her up, Mute. It is time to leave this place. It is over, my chief. 10, my chief 10. It's hyphenated, so he's a chief 10, not a chieftain. It is finally over. And one final time. He thinks it'll never be over. He does not know how right he is. So that's the epilogue. That's the wrap up, somewhat of a wrap up. That gives you a little more clarity into the situation, perhaps, of Panther's rage, and that crosses that I and dots that T. Cross-eyed, T-dot. Get it? Anyway, this story bleeds right into another epic story of T'Challa, where he goes back stateside with Monica Lynn to Atlanta, and the Black Panther runs afoul of the Ku Klux Klan. if you would like to see the story that takes place between T'Challa and the Ku Klux Klan, drop it in the comments. And as always, I will be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.